Cast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Welcome, everybody. This is Kevin. Welcome, welcome. It's Tuesday evening. It's around 6 o'clock here in Florida. I hope everybody had a great week. We're going to get started here in just another minute or so. Can everybody hear me okay? Just want to make sure. Hello. Hey, Bill. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you guys getting on the call. Still a lot of people getting on the call. We'll give it a few more minutes. Fantastic. Says it sounds good here. Good, good, good. We'll get started. Boy, it's been quite a week, hasn't it? We've just got to focus on what we're doing and keep going forward. I had a great week with Sqribble once again, and I'll go over that this evening. And I'm amazed how well it works. I've been using this tool quite a bit, actually, and it's been very profitable. And we'll get more into that tonight. I spoke last week with everybody about another book being sold, and I would find out on that Thursday of last week, and actually I had great success. So number 2 has sold for me. And I think I have a third one, hopefully coming up later this month or next month. And I'm always working on other ones. So it's kind of cool. Very, very nice. Where can I find the previous trainings? What we want you to do is go to the Sqribble YouTube channel. And I upload every time after the meetings. I upload it that evening, usually, to the YouTube channel. So go to YouTube and put in Sqribble, and it should come up. I think it's under Sqribble. Correct me if it's not. If someone else has the YouTube channel up, I know there's a lot of people that have subscribed to it. All right. And it's 6:06. Still a lot of people. I think we're going to get started here pretty quick. I'll answer a few questions here. If you guys have a few questions, go ahead and fire off right now before we start the meeting, because once we start, I'll just keep going forward. Okay, the calls, yes, once again, they're on YouTube. We upload them to YouTube on the YouTube channel. So if people need to know that. Yes, all the trainings are there. There are only a few. The ones since I've started should be there. I missed 1 week because we had problems. I had problems, not you guys. And last week we went back last week for the previous week, and it was pretty much the same meeting, just with a few more things. So we'll make sure we do more trainings. I'd like to do more videos and upload them on certain trainings and just upload them without having to do a Tuesday training on some of the things. If you guys can, tell me what you want that you need to be trained on. And if I can do a video on it, that would be great. Because some of the trainings I can jump in there, do a quick snag it video, upload it to an MP4. An MP4 is a video, of course, MP3 is audio, but I can upload it. If you guys have something that you need really done, just let me know. Okay, YouTube channel. I like that. Let me see if I can copy and paste that. Hang on 1 second. Someone just put that in there for me. Okay, hang on. I'm going to see if I can pull this up. You guys can see what I'm doing here. Nope. Let me see. Yeah, it's not letting me copy on this one. So I was going to copy this and put this on there. Oh, send a chat message. Let's see if I can. Okay, hang on 1 second. I think I've got it. And thanks, Bill. I appreciate it. Bill just gave us the information for the channel. If it will download, darn it. Okay, send to all. Let's see if it'll work. Okay, copy, put it in there, paste. Okay, there we go. Okay, tell me if you guys can see that. There you go. And I'll try to do it to everybody here, send to all. If you guys got that. Yeah, I see that. Let me see if I can do it again. I'm going to see if I can put it to everybody, to entire audience. There we go. Okay. Thanks again, Bill. I appreciate it. Okay, there's the link for the YouTube channel. So everybody, copy the link if you can. That would be great. We're going to get started now. Welcome to the Sqribble call tonight. We got a lot to go through, and I'll take this off the screen. First thing I want to do is basically let everybody know that we should be going through Sqribble and all the different packs that you guys might have. I know you probably don't have everything, but there's a lot of good things within the system here. I've gone through a lot of them. I've got everything, of course. And some of the things I want to kind of talk to you about tonight are the packs. I went through the packs and they're very, very useful. And I kind of just want to, I'll just kind of go through them real quick. I won't bore you with everything here because I know it's a lot to go through. And every time I click on it and go deep into it, sometimes it freezes up. So I'm not going to do that tonight. The coloring pack, of course, I went through this. Very nice, very nice. Some great pictures. They're adult coloring books. They're not just for children. They're great. So you can go through that. Do it yourself books. These are done for you. So you can go in there, put your name on it, and pretty much use them. So they're great. There's a lot of good ones in there, from health to how to write a bestseller, success online, how to do your marriage and things like that. So that's a great little thing right there. The one I really liked was the journal. The journal was really cool. I'm going to use the journal because the journal I can use for what books I'm going to write into the future. It's kind of like a diary, but some great things within this pack. The journal, I was really impressed. Some more puzzles and coloring, of course. Quarantine edition. I didn't jump into this one, and I wonder why. As far as I'm concerned, I mean, this was great during the time of the quarantine. I want to forget about the quarantine as fast as I can. It's been an unbelievable last 2 years for many of us, and my heart goes out to everybody. It's been a tough time for a lot of people, but we're getting pretty much through it. I think people are doing what they have to get through it on their own. So that's good news. That's good news. Okay, some more do-it-yourself ebooks, some motivational quotes in the pack, and then, of course, the Tangram. And we spoke about this. This was in the training that we had a couple weeks back. We spoke about the Tangram packs. Very cool. These have been around a long time. So this is just some of the packs. I just kind of wanted to go over it because I was digging through it, just kind of going through all the system. And I really went into it and kind of looked at every single thing I could. There's some really good items in here. Great items. So I'm going to jump over real quick to Fantasia, the 3D book covers and the flip books. You guys know what this is. This is where you can get the covers. This is for Sqribble. This is for the templates. You can throw the covers on it and do flip books. I absolutely love this package. I do, because the video ebook has been great. I've only created one that I sold, but I've created another one that I'm using and testing out right now. Now, of course, we spoke about it earlier. With a video ebook, we can't put in the links. We can't put in clickable links. But I wrote to the programmers. I'm hoping they can, and I showed them kind of what I thought they could do. I'm hoping we could do a video ebook and then have the links right there. They would be below the book and they would be clickable. So it'd be kind of like, framed up, and then you could have your structure right there where you could say, go here, click here, and you could have a little note on it. I think it can be done pretty easy. So we're hoping. But the video ebook worked really well. And as far as I'm concerned, that's how I use the 3D covers and the flip books, is the video ebook, because when I'm selling something, my books are pretty large. There's a lot of photos in them, and they don't, when you're online, they take a long time because they're so data intrusive, meaning that there's so many pictures, it takes a while to load. Now, when I load it and then I do the video, and then I can hit the arrows and just flip the pages, and no one can see that on the video, it worked really well. So I really do like that, and I'm going to start experimenting more with that. I'd like to get voices onto the video ebook that I made and see what I can do there. I know I can get it done. I just got to get time and get to it. And that'll be one of our trainings. I'll do a video ebook with, I'm going to try to do it with Talkable, of course. I don't know if you guys have seen Talkable. Great program. The voices are very real. And I'm working with another program out there, and they have the same voice in my other program on Talkable. And that voice, we've tested it with a couple hundred of us with some of the other stuff I do. There's a couple hundred other entrepreneurs online, and the same voice is on Talkable. And what we've learned is there's a certain voice that works better than all the other voices. And we'll get more into that when we start talking about Talkable or some of the audio ebooks and things like that as we go forward. Now, I haven't got into Job Finder yet. Sqribble, of course, I've gotten into this program. That's our online bookstore. Works great. Sendable, I need to get into that so we can start seeing how the little emailer works. It's a mini emailing system. So there's a lot more here that we need to get to. And of course, go to the training. Adil did a great job on the training. So I want to make sure that you guys do go to the training if you have any problems. But if you need something, just type it into the search bar and I'll see if I can do something on there where I can do a video. I really think it would help you guys out if you guys need that. But what I've noticed with you guys are a lot more savvy than a lot of average people out there online. I think it's because you guys are doing Sqribble in the first place. You guys are very knowledgeable with writing. And if you're not, you're close. So I got to say, you guys, my hat's off to you because you guys are above most clients that I get on the line with. So that's a good thing. You guys are above and beyond most people here. Okay, I'm going to go back to now. You guys have seen the coloring pack, and I'm going to go back to the projects here. And I want to show you something. These are the books that I've written. Not a lot of them. I haven't done like some of the guys out there who have done, literally over 100. One of the people in our group has done over 100 ebooks, which is great. It's been fantastic. But these are the books that I wrote, and I want to show you this one. This is the newest one that I just did, and I'm going to bring it up right here. How I made $1,000 copying my ebook for another client. And I want to show you what book I copied. I actually copied this book right here, the GS Mock. This was for a company out of China, and it was about one of their machines. And this was corporate. This is the company who makes the machines. So I made a little book here. And of course, for a lot of you and some of you who weren't on these calls previous, I sold the book for $2,700. And I did that in the first 2 weeks with using this product, with using Sqribble. I had no idea. I'd never met Adil before that. I just bought the software, and within 2 weeks, I just used it and sold it. So what I did with this book right here is I made this book out of it. But the wild thing was the GS Mock is the manufacturer, and not to bore you, is the manufacturer of the equipment of the book that I sold for $2,700. This other book was a totally different company. I don't even know how I found the person that was doing this, but they actually found me, and they bought a system similar to what GS Mock sold, but it wasn't the same one. So what I had to do was go in here and change the company out, change some of the verbiage, change some of the pictures, things like that. But I pretty much used 90% of the same ebook, but I added to this one certain elements of the other company. And of course, what it did for me was it was basically a home run. It worked great. Let me see if I can pull this up. Here it is right here. And you guys have seen the other ebook, but this is the name of the company. It's not GS Mock. It's called Dongguan Sunggu Plastic Machine Corp. I hope I said that correctly. But they had a similar machine, but totally different. And I just changed the wording out from the other company to this one. Took another picture from that company and, put their name on it, showed the owner right there. And then I just left everything. I left pretty much everything else from the other company in this one because it's pretty much the same. They have a lot of the same equipment. It's a little different. So I just used everything. It took me 2 hours or less to make this book, get it done. And then this last Thursday, I met with the person actually, and I'll kind of tell you what I did. But then all I did down here was I added, let me see if I can see that. I added this stuff. I added the main settings and I added the elements of the colors, what they need to do to mix it, heat. It's boring stuff to you guys, but this is all I did. I added 5 pages on what to do, what not to do, how to dry it, blah, blah, blah. You guys are getting the picture here. So I added another 5, and then I did it. I put those 5 pages in the middle. This is the old pictures from the $2,700 ebook, and then it goes all the way down, and it says thank you, and that's it. But I actually sold this book for $1,000, and the reason I went less on this one, I think I told you guys that this was for an individual, not for the big company. The big company I knew would pay $2,700. This was for an individual buying the machine to start his new company out. So, and he needed this information. There's nobody in the states that know these machines. That if you go online, you can't find anybody that knows these machines. So basically, he found me, and I made the book for him. He was very happy. He paid me $1,000, and the rest is history from there. So it was very cool. I mean, I love being able to make these books. So now I got 2 under my belt, one for 2,700, one for 1,000. But once again, I took an old ebook, and all I did was flip it, meaning that I just changed some of the pictures, changed some of the the vocabulary, the content, and from there, that's how you do it. So in the future, I like these self-help books because they're making me money right now. I really would like to get into a book though, where I'm writing something, that's something that's fun, something that's not so structured like this one. But that's what I did with this, and it worked out very, very well. So I was very happy with that. Here's the little overview book that I made with it. How I made $1,000 for my ebook for another client. I'll just walk through it here. Why I chose to use my existing ebook for another client, rewrite, add content, research the new company, edit, add to, and have the client write the check. That's about all there was. Why copy and rewrite an ebook with information was already written? I found the client, and looking at a 3D machine, this took about 2 hours, or no, it took about 2 months back and forth, and only using text messages. So I had communicated with this person for a couple months, but I thought, really, in the last month, I thought they were gone. I haven't heard from them in a long time. They came back to me early last week, and that's where my knowledge came to use. I knew basically that it was the same idea from the $2,700 ebook from before, and this person was, like I said, not a company. He was an individual, so I only charged him $1,000. It took me about 2 hours to do it. It worked, and now it's time to set up the payment. So the first part of asking for the payment is giving them a small amount of information so they feel like this is the real deal. The client needs something before they usually pay you. I knew that. So I created the book, gave him a few of the things that I was going to give him. I showed him a few pages. Then I made the PDF, and I printed it. I went to a print store, and I did a spiral bound, a tight spiral, the little spaghetti spiral that you put, they punch it for you. And I made a little book out of it. It was about 10, 12 pages. And I had it ready for him when I met him. And sure enough, he wrote me the check. I handed him the book. We went through the book, verbally right then and there. And I only spent about probably less than an hour with the person. He actually came into my town and wanted the book that bad. Everybody wants to come to Florida when you're in the United States, because Florida is probably the warmest state in the country this time of the year. It's still winter in most of the country, very cool. Even California is cool this time of year, but everybody makes an excuse to come to Florida. So the person made us an excuse, came down for a couple of days, met me just for that, that quick hour, and then went off on his vacation after that. So I'm very lucky that I'm here in Florida, because people do want to come here. Now, after you completely finish the process, always be looking for the next great book you can create. I really cannot believe how Scribble has been so profitable for myself in such a short period of time. The books I create are only books on how-to. That's the whole aspect. My end goal is to achieve just a how-to book for these books. I don't do anything special. All I'm doing is giving away knowledge that I've known from the past. Take what you have and run with it. I'll be setting up other books in totally different niches and start to see what can be accomplished. Now, what I mean by that is I'm going to actually start seeing if I can get into other businesses that I don't know a lot of information about. And I really don't need to know a lot of information because what I don't know, I can look up online. I totally feel that I could do this for many, any company really, and get in there and start selling these. Will they sell for $1,000 every time? No. But can I make a couple $100 for a couple, a couple hours worth of work? Definitely. I don't think that's an issue one bit. And this is kind of my forte because I've been a trainer for a long time. Um, I've been an engineer for, in several different businesses from communications to 3D. So I'm using the knowledge that I have to write books that I know about. Now, other things that I don't know about, yes, well, it'll probably be a little more difficult, but never say never. Remember, always put the owner into your book. Always show pictures of them. If you can get the employees too, you'll pretty much hook that company to buy your book. So that's, this was great. So, number 2's down. I'll let you guys know if I have another one. I do have another prospect, like I said, and I'll be looking forward to that here very, very soon. So I want to make sure of that. So I'm going to go back to the projects here. Like I said, these are the books that I've written. I feel like I'm going to go back to the Book of Armor here. That's kind of my go-to. This is kind of like the training that I've done in the past couple of weeks. So a lot of it's in this book, and this will be uploaded to the YouTube channel. We'll put that in there. And then, of course, how to create a book in 60 minutes or less. We have a lot of that. There's a lot of you here. Let me ask this question. A lot of you that have written books, can you give me an idea how long it takes you on average to finish your book and how many pages? Can you guys give me some information here? And don't worry, no one can see your name or anything. I'm not going to be telling anybody anything, but just give me an idea how long it takes you to write your book and how many pages are you guys usually writing? Because mine are short. Mine are very, very short. See what I got here. Okay, I'm going to scroll down here. Let's see what we got. Okay, 2 days. A week. Okay. Hours. Oh, God. There you go. Hours. That is great. That is great. So I'm getting a lot of different answers from people. The best way to market your ebooks in addition to Sqribble. Now, have any of you guys used YouTube ever to market? Just give me a yes or a no. Okay, hang on a sec. Just give me a yes or a no, if you guys can. Come on, you guys. Give me a yes or a no. Fantastic. You guys got that? Just make sure that you guys can hear me okay. So everybody can hear me just fine, correct? Yeah. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, okay, this is the question someone's asking too, is the pricing of their books. Don't do the Amazon thing for $1 or $2. I think really minimum, personally, $5 all the way up to $20. Depends. If your book's really, really valuable, $1,000, But no. I would say $5 to $20 because it depends on how long it is. And, you guys write a really good book and you guys put a lot of time into it. Let me know. I'll go in there. Is 30 or $40 too much? No, it's not. No, it's not. If you feel your book is worth 30 or $40 and you put a lot of effort into it, go for it. People will buy. Sometimes the mystique of your book, makes people buy. I think I told you guys that story about a writer last week. I got to find out who the writer was. He did, where you get online and you ask for money. I keep forgetting what that is. But he raised $17 million. And it was a good writer, but not a great writer. But he has done some great stories. So 30, $40, I think that's great. Let me see some other questions. Yeah, you guys got a lot of it. Okay, so really, I think you guys should really, if you really want to get your book out there, sometimes volume sells. Hate to say that, but volume does sell. So if you sell it less than more, you will sell more. And sometimes when you're just starting out, you need to do that. And I'm saying that from the heart because a lot of times when I wrote software online, we actually started out at, you know, we would start out at $9.95 and then we would graduate to $14.95, then $20.95, and eventually we got up to $49.95. But what we found was you got 10, 30, 40, 50 times more people buying at the lower price. We really found that out. That's sad, but it's true. Now, if you have something that's super valuable or a home run book, then that's something you have to make the decision on. But I think people will pay $20 for a great, great book. I don't think there's no problem about that. So when someone asks, can I, 20, 30, 40, $50, $50 may be a little high, but I think 20 to 30 is a good basis actually, you know, and a good and the prices of ebooks. Um, Anybody who's on the line here, what prices have you guys put for your books out there on Scribble now? Have you guys priced your books yet? Because I think what we need to do, and I really want to push this, and this makes you guys may not like this, but I'm going to do it. I really think we need to start doing more video ebooks and then put them on YouTube. Because, like I said before, YouTube is the number two driven, advertising site online, and it's probably the easiest to get on. And let me give you a little clue here. When you're doing Google AdWords, Google works great, but, and this is a huge but, Google is notorious for taking you down, and you will spend a lot of money in Google. Do I like Google? No. Do I use Google? Yes. Do I like to use Google? No. But they are valuable and they do work, but I got to tell you, you can get into Google and they can shut you down in for nothing and tell you, "Oh, you're not doing something right." And they won't explain it to you, they won't tell you. But YouTube, which is actually owned by Google, they can't really shut you down, and they don't. And YouTube does sell a lot. So there's going to be so the first thing you guys should do is go get a free YouTube account. And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a hint here. And this is, get the best picture possible of yourself. Truly do that. And you want that picture up there because your picture sells yourself on YouTube. We know that. And like I said, I market a lot of other um, products and things like that on the side. And we move around with different retail products. And what we've learned is you got to have a good picture. And it's real easy to set up your YouTube channel. And if you guys need some help, I can help you. But it's easy. And all you want is a minute to 2 minute videos. So you could make your video ebook, throw it out there in a heartbeat, and then we'll start showing you how to drive traffic to that channel. One of the cheapest ways is to do a press release through Fiverr. Fiverr is cheap, cheap, cheap. You can get press releases done for pennies. And a press release basically throws you out there in hundreds and hundreds of different news sites throughout the world online, and it works. Press releases work, all day long. I can't even, it's probably one of the best ways to do things and the cheapest way to really get it out there. Okay, somebody else is asking some more questions here. Let me see. Okay, yeah, and some people were saying their books are, from 5 to 10. I think that's great. 15 to 25, that's fine too. Um, and someone just asked, how long did it take for that gentleman to raise $17 million? You're going to be blown away by this. He did 15 million in the first 2 days. So, and that's that guy that did the, where they asked for money, or he was doing a subscription. But he was going to give people his books or something like that. But to raise 15 million that quick, that's so many people. I don't know how much it was. I just know I got someone told me about it, and they're a writer actually. One of my friends is a writer, and he told me about it, and it took 2 days to raise it. Okay, and some people are asking about some of the training here too, and we're going to get more into the training. From some people want to start on the very basics, and they need to understand how to use it. Okay, and I'm reading out some of this. Most features implemented. Quick start touches on everything. Okay, that's great. 80% of most of the features. Um, how many people would like to have? I mean, of the training that we have in Scribble, which is really really good, would you guys like a training from start to finish that, and tell me how long you would like it? I don't think a video should be more maximum on training 30 to 60 minutes. Usually I like to cut them up to 15-minute intervals because people get bored. And a lot of times you got to pause it, you got to rewind, you got to see what's going on. And I think that's a big part of it. Everybody that's on the call tonight, not everybody needs the start, of course, the start and go, but I know 100% of you need to know how to advertise without a doubt, 100%. And if I'm wrong, there's that one person out there. Please, I hope I am wrong because it's only 99%. But most of us need help with advertising. And I know that's true. So, advertising is everything. It truly is. Getting a lot of questions coming through here. And yes, we will be showing you. But I think one of the big things, yeah, yeah, okay. People are saying, 60-minute videos, okay, yes. 15-minute videos are best. I think that too. 15 minutes, yeah. The problem is I get bored with an hour long. And let me put it this way. When you got an hour long video, it's hard to find the place that you need to train on. So if in minute 38 you're going to forget that the training's there, and then you got to go back to the darn video again and do it. So I think I will do, 10 to 15-minute training videos. And I'm going to get together with Adil and the Sqribble team because I think I need to go through that. And maybe what I'll do is do a video ebook alongside with the training. I think that's wise. And I'll see what I can do to put that together because, very important. But I do want to emphasize tonight, you guys, you really need to go get a YouTube channel. Whether you use it or whether you don't, it's a good skill to set up, get it going, because you will use it. You truly will use it. Boy, thank you for all the input, you guys. You guys are all coming in and saying, I think the winner is usually 15 minutes here. A lot of people said 15 minutes. Okay, and okay, someone's asking about the video ebook for business owners. Can we talk more about it and all that? Approach the business owners and some of the business industries to target. Okay, that's a good one. And I know the video ebook isn't for everybody, but it should be because you can get your book out there. And let's think about it. Let's think about if you do a video ebook on YouTube, and let's say you piece it. Let's say you do 15 minutes. So let's try this because I think it'll work. YouTube blows me out of the water how many sales I get myself with other products on YouTube. Has nothing to do with Sqribble. And some of my partners and friends, I'm not kidding you. Some of the people are doing 20, 30, 40K a day selling retail products. That's how big YouTube is. So I think, and this is kind of a cool thing, we could kind of break the ice here and maybe start something new. But what if you did videos on YouTube of your book and you did chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there were different videos to enhance people to come to your YouTube? I mean, you guys tell me if it's a good idea or not. Maybe I'm full of it. Maybe I am, but I think it could work. I mean, if there was a really good book out there, whether it's a real story, true story, or whether it's a, fiction, nonfiction, I think put it out there and get people's attention. And kind of, the narration should be kind of good, of course. And you try to throw some pictures up on it or something, but enhance people to come back to your channel. I think it could work. If your story's that good, people are going to come back again and again. Are you making money on it? You could. Because if you don't think you're going to give it all away for free. So say you have 40 chapters, 30 chapters to your book or whatever it is, you can let them see, the first couple chapters and then say, click here. And I'll show you how to do this on YouTube. You put it down in the description. You don't put it on the video. You don't do that. You're going to put it in the description. I'll show you that. And you can say, click here, and it will go to your Sqribble store or your website. There's a correct way to do it. Now, it's easy, but I got to show you the correct way. Don't put your link on your video. Just don't do that. You can put in your video, click below to go to my, to follow the link to buy my book. Now, I know that would work. I don't even know why I didn't even think of it, but I know that's another way to get people to your book. It really would be something else to motivate people to get them there, I think. So, you know what? I'm going to try that. I'm going to see what I can do to get some of these books out there. Except my books are so short. Now, a lot of you guys are writing some big books, I'm sure, very good books, but I think it's I think it's great. And people are asking here some questions. Does Scribble take any of the money from your book? No, they do not. It goes straight into your account. They've been really too good about it. Basically, when you set up your PayPal or your other account in there, it goes directly to you. So that's really cool. Scribble doesn't take any money. Not at all. Not at all. And then here's another question. How do you contact me to get on the YouTube channel? I think what we'll do here is we'll see what we can set up. I'll talk to Adil and see if we can set up a customer care site so I can answer some of your guys' questions or help you out. Um, how long? Okay, I'm going to I'm going to beat this amount. Go Gary. I see that. Okay, that's great. Um, a lot of questions coming through. I'm just going to try to see some of them that were coming through. But once again, I really think we need to get into the video ebooks. And if you guys don't be old school. Think something new. If you don't like it, that's fine. But YouTube works. YouTube is free. And you catch some people out there that want to see your book. You enhance them with a couple chapters. You decide when to cut the chapters off. You could do one video with 2 chapters, another video with 2 chapters, another video. Get them hooked. Say you give them 6 or 7 chapters and get them hooked. Who isn't going to pay if they love your book once it gets to that point? I mean, why not try it? I mean, I think, I pay for services for people out there that write their columns. I do. It's not much. You pay 20 or 30 bucks a quarter, or whatever it is. And that's 20 or 30 bucks. So if you had thousands of people doing that, oh my God, you'd be over the top, believe me. So it is something that you guys can enhance and do. And subscriptions, I don't know if subscriptions, I've done a lot of subscription marketing in the past. And the gentleman that I told you about that raised the $17 million, the writer, and he's going to have a subscription thing. Now, will it work? Won't it work? It will work if you're careful. And you've got to be, and most people, I got to say, in this niche, it may just work because writers and the people reading the books are usually very honest and they're good people. Now, if you were buying a product online and you were selling it, what fears me the most is if you have a subscription, 2 or 3 months down the road, people are going to charge you back for some of those services. They won't charge you back if it's a reasonable amount each month. People forget about anything under $10. They usually forget about it if they're on a subscription. You can usually write it out and they'll keep going and you won't get chargebacks. And in this niche, I think it's very clean compared to other niches that I've seen in the past. So it could work. So it may be something that you guys may want to look at with YouTube. You could set up a link. It could drive from your YouTube channel to, say, your website.com or Sqribble, whatever it is. And you could set up a subscription. And the subscriptions, like some of these website, and I've mentioned Wix or GoDaddy or, all the other big players out there that have the website builders, you can put subscriptions out there on your books and literally do it. PayPal, you can put the link on anything, and PayPal has a subscription thing. So it's out there. So you guys could do things. Now, if you only want to get charged, charge it once, fine. Don't do the subscription. Feed them 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6 chapters, and then just nail it. Just get them to pay the rest of the money. I think it's something that needs to be tried. So actually, I'm going to start seeing on my channel what I can do and see if I can put some things out there. I actually did a video for a company one time, and the company, in a different company, I never mentioned them, and they had hundreds and hundreds of videos. They have hundreds of people, and I did one video, and I think I got 500 to 1,000 views out of it instantly, and I blew all their other videos out for that month. Not completely. They had other videos that were thousands, and they did really well. But I was really proud of that one. It came in and it did well for them. But then I never went back to them and did anything with it. Now I'm starting to think there's more that we can do on an ongoing basis. Now, if you have good books and stories, it's not a bad way to get started out there. Very rare you make money selling ebooks if you're on a platform like Amazon. It's diluted. They charge too little. And for any of us to go out there and think we're going to make millions of dollars, the chances are going to be very rare. I'm not putting Kindle down or Amazon. I'm sure it works and it can work for many, many people. But for the majority, I don't want to kill the flair here because it can work. But I just think there's other opportunities here. Put your stuff on Amazon, do what you want to do, but also get it in other places here. Use YouTube. I keep saying it because it is so huge and it's in its infancy. It really is going to town. So you guys can create these videos like I do, like these silly little videos that I do quickly. We could put verbiage to it. We could put the audio to it and just fly with it. And you don't even have to have audio if you don't want to. You could just have the words read across the screen if you want. But I'm going to get more into the video ebooks. I'm going to show you guys how we can add music to it and some other things. I know there's software out there that's free that we can do this. So I'm going to find that, use that, so we're not out of pocket. We don't have to go out and buy, Camtasia and some of these other products. I've had Camtasia for so many years that I haven't upgraded, but it works fine. And I bought it so many years ago. But there is software now that's free. So I'll find what there is out there, and we'll start getting into more of the video ebooks. I'm really going to push the team at Sqribble. I'm going to push a deal and say, make the damn video ebook. Make it. And do something where we could put clickable links on it, put an iframe or whatever we got to do. I believe it's something very important for all of us because I know you guys are all here. You guys are doing great. We do need more training. We always need more training. We all do. But marketing is probably the key to everything that we're doing here. So that's great. And Betty, I got to say thank you for making it to the call. I'm seeing all the people saying here, have a great evening, Betty, and thank you for coming to the call tonight. So many people are asking questions here. I can't get to them all, but let me see what else we have here. Yes, we will be doing more video trainings on this. And so, yes, more training will be coming. Hit the notifications. I see that. Yes. And can I ask you this, everybody, how are you guys advertising now if you are advertising? Advertising is probably the single most difficult thing to get started with. Do you guys need some help with advertising? Just put a big yes or no. Don't be afraid. Come on, guys. We're family here. All you got to say is yes or no. Don't be lazy on me. Come on. Put a yes or a no. I'm making you. Okay. Yeah, we do need to keep this thing going. I know that. And I used to be a programmer. I think you guys know that. And we used to write software for years. I had a team of about 5 or 6 programmers, and we made some incredible software. Today, the software is, like I've said before, is so much better and so much easier for the programmers of today. I'm out of the programming now, but I do want to hand it over there. I think the video ebook series is one of the biggest things that could be launched out there, and we need to figure it out in an iframe. I know that. So we're going to see what we can do to do that. Everybody's saying yes, they do need help. Of course, I even need help. I never get enough advertising, but I do push it, and I do try to do as much as I can. And a lot of the trainings, people are asking for the trainings. Remember, go join the YouTube channel. We put the link in here so you can, courtesy of Bill. Bill gave us the link for the YouTube channel for Sqribble. So make sure you guys see that in the chat room here, and make sure you guys go to it right away. Everybody's saying yes. And conventionally, I got to ask you guys, I'm going to keep asking questions for you guys. Do you guys feel a PDF is that's a great format. Don't get me wrong. I love the PDF. And I think the flip book, of course, is a step up from that. But do you guys think video ebooks would outsell a regular PDF? I have to ask this question because I'm a data guy and I always like to know what other people think. We got so many people on the call tonight. It's kind of nice to see what you guys think because it gives me a pulse of what you guys think. Put in your question, in your answer here, ebook or video ebook. What do you guys think could sell more? Or a PDF or video. What do you guys think could sell more? Because I really got to know that. It's really going to give me an idea. When I'm talking to, I need some ammunition when I talk to Adil and the team, kind of where we're going here, because I feel like we really need to take a step up. And I like a lot of people's attitude here. A lot of people are very motivated. I appreciate that. I really do. Okay. I'm not going anywhere until everybody says video or ebook or video. Come on now. Everybody put in the question and answer. What do you think would sell more? A video ebook or a PDF, say? Ebook being the PDF or a video ebook. Just put in video or put in ebook. Come on now. I'm getting a lot of people putting in, and I don't want to tell you quite yet who's winning, but definitely it's going forward here. I see kind of where we're going. Okay. Yes. Wow. Yeah, I see that too. People are saying, okay, people are on the computer more than they are anything else. Okay, now people are asking, what if you don't want to put your face on YouTube? You can go to the free sites that we have in some of our trainings. You can grab a picture. And what I would do is you can grab a picture legally and you can put it up there. I'd put a middle-aged person out there that's, attractive. If you want to do that, that's fine. I'm not saying many people do it, and it's okay if you can go grab the picture legally and you can put it on there, and then whatever the name of your domain is. I would advise trying to put your own picture, but if you don't want to put your picture up there, that's fine. You can grab another picture. You're not the first one to do it. Millions of people do that. Believe me. And I'm not saying everybody should do that, but people do it. And I know this for a fact. So it's something that you should be looking at doing, definitely. Okay, the winner of my question, and I'm going to get to some other training here real quick, is definitely the video ebook. Amazing. Almost across the board. People are saying video ebook. Okay. So that's gonna help me out with Adil and the team. Everybody, I mean, it's 90%. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. Amazing. Really amazing. Okay. So that's important. Okay, and if you embed, okay, it has the animation built in. Yes, I agree, Will. And that's the embedded part of it. Now, the one part, and this is a good question, embedded links. A lot of people don't know how to take the embedded code and go to the website and put it in there. I do, and I know a lot of you guys do, but I'd have to say 90% of the people can't do it. Should they be able to? Yes, but they can't. So that's why I'm trying to go to the video ebook series and there's an easy box you can put your links into and do all that stuff. There's an easier way. Embedded code is old school, in my opinion. I've been a programmer for many years, and it works well. It does. And I use it all the time, and I have. But a lot of the new systems nowadays, they have little boxes where you put the embedded code in, or you put the code in that'll take them to the right page, or take them to the right link and all that. But like I said, most people don't know how to code, and most people aren't programmers, and it's difficult. It is difficult for people. So we need to create something where there's less embedded code and more ease of use. I'm really starting, you guys have helped me out here being on this call and helping you help me. I really see this is where we need to go. Boy, oh boy, you guys are really on the video thing here. So we're going to really, and a lot of people are saying everybody's on the computer They read a lot on the computer. They get their news on their computer. I see that. Yes. Depends on what we're looking at and everything else. Okay, we're gonna get more into that as we go forward. So I'm gonna be talking to Adil and the team and seeing exactly what we can get done. No doubt about it. Now, has anybody had any luck selling their books by any chance? This is a question and answer night. I got to tell you, I'm getting a lot of data from you guys so I can really push for the next week's training too. Next week, I will be doing a training, by the way. I will be looking at another video ebook, and I'm going to see if I can change it up. I'm going to see if I can add some audio to it. And I'm also going to see if there's a way we can put links into it. There's got to be a way that I can do it, I'm sure, that I can put links on the video ebook that are clickable outside of the video. So I'd have to frame a box. I really need an iframe, and I'm going to see if I can put something together that everybody can do. The way I'm doing these trainings is I've got to take it back a few levels and make everything as free as possible with software so we're not paying out, and as easy as possible so you don't have to know how to program. I know that's very important. And when I get on these calls, believe me, guys, I don't know everything at all. There's so many people that are on the line here, and they're telling me, and I'm looking at the questions, that have written so many more books than I ever could imagine myself writing. So my hat's off to you. You guys are much more skilled than I am at writing books. There's no doubt about it. My expertise comes in with troubleshooting, programming, thinking outside the box, and trying to lessen the path, trying to take a piece of paper and fold it in half so we go less distance, so to speak. And that's really what we do, what we need to do here. So I'm learning a lot too. By me writing these ebooks every week and training on them is helping you as much as it's helping me. And we're going to continue with that because you guys are giving me so much information. This is one of the best training sites for me. So I thank you guys. And I know I'm here to help train you guys, which I hope I am. But we really need to go beyond what we're doing. We got to step out of this damn bubble. Everybody has a hard time advertising. I know this. That's not even a question to ask. And you're all sitting there looking at or listening to me on the computer right now, looking at the screen, and you guys all have the same issue as everybody else. You're no different. But there is a few things I want you guys to write down and remember. Fiverr, Fivver, I think it is. You guys can find Fiverr. It's a cheap place to find anything you need done. If you don't know about Fiverr, go get an account, log in. If you need a press release done, write down press release. It's very important. You put in the search bar press release. If you need something written, an ebook, if you wanted an ebook written, write an ebook. They'll do it for $5, $10, whatever. They'll help you. So if you get stuck with something with advertising this and that, they will help you. If you need help setting up your YouTube channel, which is free and you don't really need help, but they'll help you. If you want to spend $5 or $10, you'll find somebody on Fiverr. So Fiverr is very important. I've used it for many, many years. I've used it for all sorts of things. Mainly, I've used them for logos in the past. I've used them for press releases over and over again. I truly have. And they have been great. So if you guys get stuck and you need a little help, go to Fiverr and ask a question in the search bar. Anything you can think of, go to Fiverr. It's really important. Then go to YouTube, get your free YouTube channel. Go to YouTube Sqribble, the link we gave you here that Bill gave us. Make sure that you guys go to the Sqribble and join. You gotta say, join and all that stuff. It's real easy. Just say you want to add to it. Go to their YouTube channel. We need to make sure you guys are watching the videos. I'm going to talk to Adil. I'm going to start doing a few 15-minute training videos. And why not? Because I can jump in there and do it and go forward. And it will be it might be really good that I do some of this ahead of time because my system is freezing up because I've got so much data on the screen. And I don't know if you guys can't see what I'm seeing here. And we're using GoToMeeting. Great product, great program. But boy, does it suck the bandwidth out of my computer. I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screens that are attached to GoToMeeting right now. It's great. I can't deny it. I love the system. But boy, it just takes a lot out there. So let me make sure that you guys can still see me. Okay, yeah, everything's good. I thought I paused it for a second, but I didn't. So we're going to go forward with that. So just remember, you need Fiverr, you need YouTube, go to the channel. And what else can I think of? Oh, Snagit. Try to go get, and you don't have to go pay for Snagit. There's a couple other ones. Remember in some of our previous trainings, if you go to YouTube, I showed you guys some free software you can get out there that's similar to Snagit, so you can capture the screen. You can capture the screen, the pictures, and you can capture the video. So important, you guys. I can't even emphasize it enough. If you don't have a screen capture software to capture images and to capture video, you need it. You really do. It's probably the number one software I have used for over 10, 12 years. Easily. I've used Snag. I think I've had Snagit for 10 or 12 years. It's been around that long. It's by a company called TechSmith. And Snagit has been my go-to software because it's so easy. I can just click and capture any video and then record it and edit it and do all that stuff. It's really cool. And we'll go through some training on Snagit as we go forward. But that's another tool that you guys need. Now, and also when you guys are in here, I hope you guys have most of the templates within Sqribble. Very, very important. You get as many templates as you possibly can. I think you guys saw in some of my previous videos that I was able to take pages from one template to another template, which I really liked. And it may have looked a little sloppy and stuff, but I liked it. And that's who counts. You're writing the ebook. What does it matter if someone else doesn't like it? You like it. Is my opinion worthy? It is to me, and it is to you. So, throw as much color as you can on it. Highlight those words. I really am a highlighter. And the reason is I've learned from the past, the hook is everything, meaning that like right here, you guys see this and it says, how I made $1,000 copying my ebook for another client. You guys are really looking at the dollar sign. That's where your eye gravitates to. And I've known this for years. Dollar numbers is where a person will look first, usually on the page. And it's usually in the left hand upper quadrant. That's kind of like the X-ray of any page, is that like that left upper quadrant. So I try to place stuff and highlight it so your eyes will gravitate to the money, because then I know you'll keep reading to the next page. Are all my headings good? No. But, out of 10, you're going to get a couple, probably 2 that are very, very good and that will market correctly. We actually got a lot of people that went and saw this ebook video when we first put it out there. So something worked right there. But I'm still one of those guys that likes to train, and I like to write the how-to books. As you guys can see, I'm 2 up right now. I've got 2 books that have sold. So, for me, it works. Would I, much rather have a number 1 hit seller? Of course I would. But keep writing whatever you're doing. Keep writing. Don't stop, because it's so important that you guys write that great next book. I know somebody on this call everybody leapfrogs over everybody. And I've known this in life. I've had buddies where, you're making, and no lie, 100,000 in a month. And then a buddy comes along and they push you and they're making 200,000 a month. So never get too ahead of yourself, because there's always somebody that'll come in and take you. And then there's months where you make nothing. And then you push, and you come back and you push it to where you're starting to do, as much as you can. In today's world, you got to think, it's the online business is really where it's at. Your books are really where it's at. Sell as much good content as you can. Self-help books, whatever, information sells. A good story would rock it out, meaning that if you guys put something out there, I think it would be amazing. Now, one thing I'd really like you guys to do, and I'll do this, go get your YouTube channel. We're going to start doing some video ebooks. So we're going to create this. I don't know 100% how we're going to do it, but I would like to see you guys put 1, 2, 3 chapters out there of books that you've written. We're going to get every single soul on this call to go to everybody's darn YouTube channel. And the reason is every one of you need to go to the other people that are on this call, and we'll get lists going. I know not everybody's going to do it and this and that. But if we get 10, 20 people doing it right away, and we got hundreds of people on these calls, but I'll go to it, and I know many of you will go to it because we're going to have everybody go to other people's YouTube channel. What does that do for you? YouTube sees the IPs from different locations around the world. Your page is going to start showing up on the front page. It's going to push all of us up. This is such a great thing that we can do here. And I'll do it. And I think everybody else. So if we can get a list of all of us, we're all clients. We're all clients of each other. We need to do this. So we're going to start doing some video ebooks. I'm going to get a new YouTube channel. We'll throw something out there. If you've written an ebook, don't be scared. If you guys don't want to do it, and if you want to put a pen name, if you don't want to put your real name, whatever, put a different name on your YouTube channel. They don't care. They really don't care. But put something out there just to start getting some traffic. And if we all help each other and we go to the YouTube channel and really read a couple chapters of everybody's books, it's going to climb to the top. So why wouldn't you do it for somebody else on the call? If they're going to do it for you and go back and forth, I think it's worth a try. I think it really truly is, because I'll do it. I'll go in and read 20, 30 books, and I'll say, and I'll write the people when we're in the calls, or I'll somehow communicate with people out there and let them know what I thought. You can do it. You can say, hey, this is a great ebook on your YouTube channel. You can put notes in there. You can do it so people don't put notes if you don't want that on your YouTube channel. So you're protected. You can do whatever you want. But if you're going to write ebooks and books, don't be fearful, and don't take people's don't take it seriously unless they really say great things. If they say bad things, forget about it. People will always say bad things about about what you're doing. People love to see other people fail. They do. But in our arena here, with all the writers and everybody else, I believe it's the opposite. I believe the people here are very good natured, and they're going to want to see all of us succeed. So I truly believe with the video ebook, this is a new creation by all of us here, because I couldn't have thought of it without you guys, and vice versa, the input I'm getting from some of the questions here. You guys really need to think about getting your capture software. I'm going to get that together. I'm going to do a video on it, tell you where to go. And then I'm going to show you step by step how we go to YouTube. We're going to put a chapter or two on there. And hopefully we can do the voiceover. I know we can. The Talkable will do it. And if they could read out the book for you on the video, that is a home run. I know it can be done because I use software now that I can upload a script and it will go from page to page automatically. And I'm going to show you guys this software. I'm going to show you what I use here in the near future, but I can upload the entire book chapter by chapter, and it will go from chapter to chapter. It would read it out perfectly. So I could do it today, but I pay for the software. So I'm going to see if there's anything out there that we can do it for free. Talkable is great because you only pay once and then you can use it. You got so much time you can use on writing your scripts and everything else. So my brain is flying a million miles an hour, but I truly believe with people's budgets in trying to advertise, and I know this, no one can afford to do Google. If you can afford to do Google, then you wouldn't be here in the first place writing the books we're all trying to earn money. I've spent on Google, 100, 200, $300 in a day with no sales, and it's miserable. And then other days, of course, we've broken way past that and done well. But for the average person, you really got to have thick skin to do advertising on Google. That's why I think YouTube is better, because we can do the videos for free. We can start using all of our own people here within the system to start going to different channels. So when we come to the calls, I want a list of the channels that people would go to. And then I'm going to throw the list back at you. And then we're all going to go to the list, and I want you to write them down or put them on a WordPad or Notepad, and then document when you guys are going to these channels. And then kind of give, let's do this. And then kind of what you need to do is write a little bit like, hey, this book was pretty good, or maybe I could see some improvements here, or everything was great. Work on this, work on that, and we should all help each other. I am the lousiest writer here, so I don't count. And if you guys say I suck, do you think I care? I really don't, because I know I'm not that good at writing, but I'll keep doing it because I'm fearless. I don't care. And eventually something will come out that's good. I may write and write and write, but um, all I do is keep pushing, and that's all I can do. And if I took everything personal, I wouldn't be here tonight. And so we're just going to keep pushing forward. So I want you guys, your goal through this next week is, please try and go get a YouTube channel and try to go look at Fiverr and just go get a free account. You don't pay for Fiverr, you don't pay for YouTube. It's all free. Write those down on a piece of paper. If you have problems getting the account, which you shouldn't, let us know. They're really easy. Fiverr is only for you to raise the standard of what you're doing in the future. You don't have to use it right now, but at least go in there and do some searches. Ask any question like how to do a press release, or how to write an ebook, or um, you know, how to write a book, whatever. Fiverr has everybody from around the world working in that system that can do anything. Learning how to cook, learning how to paint a house, whatever, whatever. I mean, they'll tell you information that you never thought possible. So really wise for you guys to go out there and just get some of these things done. And also go look online for free capture software, free video and picture capture software. I have it in the system right now, and I got to go to the book. It's here. I don't want to open it up, but I know it's in my book right here. It'll tell us. And you guys can go to the YouTube channel and look at some of the videos that I did previous. It shows you the software out there, but it's easy to find. You can go to Google or DuckDuckGo. I don't know if you guys know about DuckDuckGo. It's like Google. The only difference is when you say something around your computer at night and you say something to Google like, I want a Bluetooth headset, and then all of a sudden you start getting ads on Bluetooth headsets, Google's listening to you. And that's the truth. I don't know if you guys know that, but it happens all the time. Whereas I use DuckDuckGo a lot because I don't see these annoying ads when I say something in front of my own computer in my house. It's another search engine that I use just because I get so tired of all the different things being sent to me. So we're going to be working on this next week, everybody. We're going to be working on. I'm going to work this week on the training for next week. For me, is a video ebook, and I'm going to hopefully detail it and see what I can do with scripting it and seeing if I can get the audio to match up. I can get the audio to match up with the video. I might have to use outside software, and if I have to do that, I'm going to see exactly what I can do where it's not costing you guys any more money. We really want to try. There's a lot of things online that I need to search myself and see. I already have Talkable, so I'm going to use Talkable. I have used it, and I'm going to show you the voiceovers that I use and a lot of other people use online that are very, very important here. Does anybody else have any questions while I'm talking and talking and talking? Let's see what we have here. Yes, and that's a good idea. Someone just said something what we just spoke about, the video, and this is a great idea. The video ebook, I would like it where below the video ebook, be it an iframe or whatever it is, and that's great to a lot of you, but all I want it to do is work, and then down below they can click on the links, and then they also could click on the PDF. Someone just gave me that idea. They can actually have a link for the PDF below the video ebook, so they can do both. I think that's a great idea. Now, we take the next step and we put this on a website or on Sqribble, whatever we're doing, but we could throw this on YouTube. We can throw this on YouTube and have the links below the video. Now, when they click on your video, they like what you're doing, they're going to come back again. Chances are they're going to come back again and again. And guess what happens? Your videos start going up in YouTube, and you start getting traffic to YouTube, game over. If you really become successful on Google, the sky's the limit. It truly is. It truly is. And if we do this correctly, somebody's going to hit it. A lot of you guys are going to hit it. We just need to test it and see what we can do. Okay, we got some more questions. Okay, how do we let people know we're going to have a book on YouTube, or how we contact you to tell, thinking ahead here? And that's a great question. Thank you, Yvonne. Yvonne, you're always good with the questions there. I always see that. What I'm going to do, and I think this is totally okay. when all I ask people is, because we're on this call, if we do something like this, we never want to try, and I have to state this, we never want to try to sell somebody from this group some on another program or another business. And the reason I say that is I've been through these online businesses for so many years. All I ask is, we need to respect each other and keep it professional, meaning that if we go to other people's YouTube channels, keep it there. Keep it there and just stay there. If you're going to tell them that, hey, maybe do this with your ebook, or your ebook was great, or, you may want to add this, that's fine. But all I ask is let's not sell people or upsell them on any other business or any other program if we do something like this. And I'll get approval from the company because I got to make sure the company's on board with this. I believe everything would be great. We just have to state that. And it's a courtesy thing. So, but what I would do is I'll get everybody to get me their links on the call. And then what I'll do is I'll put them in the chat. And then we'll just go from there. And then what I want you guys to do is you'll be able to copy and paste all the links I put in the chat. Remember, copy and paste and put into Notepad. Notepad's easy. Just type in NOT in your bottom left corner of your search bar, or WordPad or Word, whatever. Put it in there. Word works. Notepad is not a clickable link. WordPad is. So you want to use WordPad or Word. And then you could put all the links there, and then they're clickable too. You can click on them and then go directly to the YouTube channel. It's very, very easy that way. And I'll show a video on that too, how to do it. I'll do a video on the video. So I think that's very important. So great question. So we'll make sure that if everything's good with the Sqribble team and we're okay with that, I think it would be wise that I could just drop load them, and then all of us go to each other's videos. The longer you stay, on the YouTube channel, the better it is for that person. I don't know if you know this. Who is it? There's a guy on YouTube right now, and I always watch his channel, Mr. Bolin. I think it's Mr. Bolin. If you haven't seen Mr. Bolin, go to YouTube and look at his videos. He does the mystery stuff and the crime thing, but the guy's an ex-Navy SEAL, just a normal guy, wears a hat backwards, but his videos are wonderful. The guy started a year ago, and he's doing $2 to $3 million a year now. Great success story. Great. So Mr. Bowen, I think it is, Mr. Bowen, you'll just go to YouTube. He'll pop up because he's so popular now. Started a year and a half ago, and he's doing 2 to 3 million now on YouTube. That's just an idea, but he does those crime stories and all that stuff. But you guys get the idea. Start thinking of what you can do, be it crime stories with your video ebooks or whatever. YouTube is the big dog, and the big dog wants you to bring their ebooks in there. So make sure of that, you guys. Make sure of that. Now I'm trying to answer all the questions. Where do I access these webinars? The link that we gave you in here, that we did, the YouTube channel, UCIX, you'll see it. There's a link in here in the chat. Go down there, click on the link, copy the link. That's the channel that's the Sqribble channel, the Sqribble YouTube channel. So if you're trying to find the previous webinars, please go there. And we're going to make it so I can download a lot more things here for you guys as we go forward. Okay, I'm trying to get to all the questions here. I can't answer them all. I'm sorry, you guys. There's just a lot here. But so what if you guys think it's a great idea? Wonderful. If you don't like the idea, tell me. If you're afraid to put your stuff out there, I can't help you there, because you do want to sell, or you do want to get your ebook out there. I think this is one of the best ways. It's legal. We can all go to other people's ebooks. We can sit on there for 5 or 10 minutes per book. Why not? Keep track. So that's why you want to put them on Word. And after you read someone's, you click on the link, after you read their thing, write a note, read the book, and date it, date it 3/15/2022, whatever. Date it that you guys can document, and then save it, because you may not be able to do them all in one night or whatever. But get to them, please. This is very important for all of us. And then other people, and then you're going to see, believe it or not, if you get 5, 10, 15 people and they spend 30 minutes to an hour, your video is going to rank way up. And if you write something really cool, we're all going to know it. we're all going to come back and we're going to say, did you read that book by, you know, by Yvonne or Gina or James or Bill or Edward or Judy or Lee and I keep going, Gary, Vignay. I keep trying to find everybody, Mike, and the list goes on and on. There's going to be something that pops and we're all going to go, my gosh, did you read that book? Congratulations. And believe it or not, something like that will happen and it will pop. It'll start going online because if it's that good, you guys wrote something that good, you can bet your bottom dollar all of us are going to go back and read it again, which is going to make it rank that much more. Good content, it always pulls people back. I mean, there's so many things that I'll read and reread, and if it's a good video or whatever it is, I will go back again and again. It's just the nature of it. So some of you are going to pop. Some of you may not right away, but if you don't, you will a little bit later. Everybody leapfrogs over everybody. Just remember that. You know, just remember that. Okay, I'm trying to get through everybody here. So I think that's something we're going to do. I'm going to talk to the Sqribble team, Adil and some of the other team, and see if that's okay with them. I think the only dilemma we would have is that people, like I said before, no upselling, no trying to get anybody into another business. This is a professional thing. All we're doing is reading people's ebooks and commenting. But when we comment, we don't want to comment, hey, you can reach me here, you can reach me there. Let's try and let's not do that. We'll all see each other's notes on there. And it's just wise that we all are professional and we say, great job, keep going, blah, blah, blah. And that's what we need to do. And we'll start getting good at it. I think this is one of the better ideas there is because I can't think of another way where we can get advertising for free and rank quickly. If you guys have a better idea, tell me, because I got to tell you, YouTube is number 2 in the world. If you have number 3 that we can do the same thing, let's do it. I'm into it. So with all that, you guys, I wish I could have gotten more into training this week on everything that I had planned. But I think next week I'm really going to start setting up for the video ebook and see what we can implement. If whatever we're doing, I know Adil can take it and run with it with his programmers. His programmers are great. They are wonderful. They're professional. They can do anything we ask them. I think they just got to see the team being on board and really reaching out and saying, let's do this video ebook. Let's make some software that'll make it easier for us. We can do it, and we're going to see what we can do with it, and we're going to run with it. So does anybody have any questions before we cut it off for tonight? And I thank you. There's a lot of people online tonight. I do appreciate it. Let me see if any other questions I can answer before I go here. It's getting a little bit late. Okay, I think everybody's pretty good. Everybody likes the idea so far. Okay, here we go. Yes, that's a good idea. They could have a Facebook page or a private YouTube channel where we could put the links out there. We just got to be careful and make sure that everybody is, everybody that's on the call, that's a great idea. Thank you for that. I'll talk to Adil about that and see what we can do. But let's do this. Next week, we're going to do the training on the video. I'm going to see what I can pull off. I know it's going to be learning as we go, and all that stuff. And we'll make sure that I don't think I think this is free advertising. It's almost like one of those programs where you get paid to click on the links, but none of us are getting paid here except that we're upping the rankings for each individual. So each one of us, our books will get ranked better and better. And believe me, we start putting hundreds and hundreds of people and thousands of people through these calls that we're doing right now. We're going to have people locked out of the meeting because there'll be too many people. You watch. This works. This thing will be so jammed up that people will not be able to get into the call. I've seen it. I've seen it where we've maxed out the call at 1,000 people. So this is something that's very cool. Well, with all of that, I think what we're going to do is we're going to cut the call off for tonight. I appreciate everybody being on here. I am going to focus on the video ebooks. To me, something tells me that's the game changer for what we're doing. The PDF is great, but think about it. A PDF has been around forever. It's a great program. It's a great format. Yes, it is. What we have in Scribble makes the best PDFs possible. But let's take the PDF and run with it. Let's make it let's make it a movie. Let's do something where people are online. There's more people on YouTube than there is on regular TV. We know that. So that's, it's taken over. It's like TikTok. Everybody's online nowadays. So we're going to start running with it. So with all that, if you guys can write an ebook, get something going, and then, I'm going to let you guys know how to do the video ebook. At least get started. So thank you everybody for being on the call tonight. I'll be here next Tuesday with a lot more ammunition on the next platform that we're all going to create together. I'm not going to stop with this platform because when I ask the question, ebook or video ebook, and you can't believe what I'm seeing right now, how many people said video compared to ebook. I thought that was literally amazing. Amazing. It shows me what the data is telling me in my heart. Let's go to the video ebook series. So we're going to attempt it. So good night, everybody. Thank you for being on tonight, and we'll see you all very soon. So good night. Say a big good night, you guys. Thank you.